Inside the Walls. What's really happening in America's women's prisons? For more real crime stories, be sure to subscribe, like, share, and let's discuss your thoughts in the comments. The moment everything shattered came during an unannounced morning inspection at the Federal Bureau of Prisons facility in Dublin, California. Investigators opened a locked service corridor in the women's wing and found camera logs wiped clean, guards avoiding surveillance zones, and dozens of terrified inmates whispering that abuse had been going on for years. Behind the crisp beige uniforms and the institutional smiles, a culture of silence reigned, until one woman finally broke it. Her voice echoed in the hallway. "They told me no one would believe us." And then, just as the lead inspector turned the corner toward the so-called therapy room, the lights went out, and when they flickered back on, the door was gone. The question hung in the air. What was inside that room, and who made sure nobody ever found out? Before the scandal erupted, the women in that prison were ordinary people with complicated pasts. One was named Maria, a mother from Texas, serving a modest sentence for a nonviolent offense, hoping to rebuild her life. Another, Angela, had entered the system after a childhood of trauma and had found some hope in prison programs. The first signs of danger were subtle. A guard offering extra snacks in return for silence, cameras that never faced certain corners, inmates moved late at night in dead-end hallways. Families visiting through glass partitions began to notice odd changes, moves to solitary, missing letters, and promises from staff that seemed friendly at first. Investigation files later revealed internal memos flagged by prison psychologists warning of excessive contact in isolated rooms, but those warnings were ignored. As the investigation dug deeper, interviews revealed the pattern. Guards who had direct power to take away privileges would quietly make demands. Women too afraid to speak would whisper among themselves in the narrow dorm halls, and administrators turned a blind eye. The investigation plunged into months of dead ends, relocated witnesses, conflicting stories, and institutional stonewalling. But then an unexpected email surfaced with therapeutic session log, redacted, in its subject line, and the trail went cold again.